Hi everybody, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. The video I'm about to show you is for a 30 by 60 centimetre canvas piece. It's 5 ring pours with 15 colours. It's a bit of a crazy one, a bit of a mad one. It was an experiment. I had the idea of putting some tape in lines across the canvas to try and keep the puddles separate, and it did work. There were a few hiccups along the way, but it really did work. So I've got the painting, the result is 5 quite straight panels of ring pours. So really excited to show you this. My voice will sound really strange throughout this video because it was about 4 in the morning. I'd mixed my paints the night before. I woke up early, I couldn't sleep, so I got up and poured, but there were other people sleeping in my house, so it sounds like I'm really hoarse. It's just because I was trying to whisper and trying to be really quiet. Yeah, that just to explain it. So let me show you. Excited about these colours. They just look amazing together, just so rich and warm and autumnal. So let me go through what I am using. So I've got a Daler Rowney Phthalo Turquoise and then lots of Pebeo Studio Acrylics colours. So Precious Gold, Iridescent Gold, Green Blue, Orange Yellow, Red Blue, Earth Green, Green Yellow. This is Montmartre Old Mauve, and I'm also using Montmartre White. And then Amsterdam colours, so Venetian Rose, Permanent Blue Violet, Bronze, Light Rose, Permanent Red Violet, and Greenish Blue. So they're all mixed up there ready. So they're all mixed with PVA glue and water. So I've made my own PVA glue pouring medium and then added that to the paint. So I'll put the recipe for these mixtures in the description of this video. So I've divided all my paints into threes. So 3s that I think will go together. So this is my first 3. So my plan is to layer up 3 little tiny paper cups for each group of 3 paints. So when I pour it, I'm going to have 5 panels on my ring pour, but within each panel there's going to be 3 little ring pours. So it's quite complicated, but I've got a plan. So I'm first of all going to just layer up these cups. So I'm just going to pour, I think I'd quite like 2 layers of each colour, so it's not much paint. And then I'd also just like to put a bit of white in. I think I might just put white in the middle. And then I might actually just end on some white. There. Oh. The canvas I'm using is 30 centimetres by 60 centimetres. You should be able to see I've drawn lines on. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 panels. So each are 12 centimetres. So I've drawn 5 panels on. So what I'd like to do, something I've not done before, is actually put some dividing lines on my canvas using some frog tape. So when I pour the puddles on, they're going to remain physically separate because I've got a divider. So the divider's obviously going to have to stick to the canvas, so the paint is going to go over the divider, but I'm hoping I can try and remove it without disturbing the paint too much. So first of all, I've just broken off a piece the width of the canvas. I'm going to fold it over. Now I want only a small sticky section. So normally when I've done this on the edges of canvases, I've gone about halfway. Whereas this time I'm going further because I want more of the non-sticky bit, less of that sticky bit. So if you can see, that bit, edge bit's sticky, that bit's not. And then I'm going to lay that over the line and then fold it back. So that is now stuck to the canvas, but only by a very thin amount, and I've got a lovely dividing wall now. So I'm going to start pouring the puddles. I'm going to do ring pours. For each group of 3 I'm going to pour, I want the central one to be right up against the other 2. So I'm going to do the outer ones first, here and here, and then that middle one is going to sandwich in between and push the other ones off the edge. So, I think, I'm just looking at this, I think I've got too much paint here. Right, let's go for it, see what happens. Right, so far so good. It has worked, but these tapes are on the brink of collapsing. So I want to work out whether to take them off now or to tilt first. This one especially, I've been worried about this one the whole time. It's only just keeping them separate, not bursting its banks. So I'm going to try tilting. I'm very worried about this one. Just see what happens. Wow, what a journey this painting has been. So it's worked. I have my straight lines. Then they're not 100% because, for example, this panel seems to have more paint than this and it's pushed on it a little bit. I think though that is the straightest I've ever got them. Do I like it straight? Now that's the next question. I'm just not sure. There's things I would change. I unfortunately have wasted quite a lot of paint. I will scoop that up and use that for something else. I had far too much paint, so I'm happy using these little cups, but I really, if I had them maybe just 3/4 full, I might get the 3 designs. I'd quite like, this is what I wanted, just one big stretched out design, but actually I think I could do it again but using less paint, or do it again but having the 3 central designs on each panel. I think that would look really cool. What a fun way to experiment with colour schemes. That is a beautiful colour scheme, a sort of salmon pink and turquoise. Again, this one, I wouldn't normally use these colours together, but I think they work. Red, I mean, red and green, you just wouldn't, and gold, you wouldn't use because you're risking getting brown, but there's no brown. We've got some wonderful cells appearing here. The bronze is just stunning there. So pretty, wonderful white cells popping up. My lime green got a bit lost in this one, which isn't too surprising because purple always takes over, but there's really not much evidence of the green at all. And then this last one I love. Just look at those colours. That purple and that really dark turquoise. Absolutely beautiful colour combination. So I think I might do another painting just with those colours. Love them. So really, really happy, really excited that this has worked. So I'll be back when it's dry. So here's the dry result. You will first of all notice, I think, the dividing lines. So I've painted the lines in over the top. So before I did that, it just didn't work. There was not enough contrast between the separate panels. There was just a very slight squiggly line in between each panel, and it wasn't a good definition between them, and it just looked so chaotic. I didn't like it, so I realised I had to do something to separate it. So first thing I did was actually just paint a gold bar. It still wasn't enough contrast and the line was too pale. Then I did gold, but I surrounded it by black either side. It was still too pale. So what I've actually done now is I've taken out that Montmartre old mauve, that's the old mauve colour, and then I've done a gold border because it just softens it slightly. So you've got the really dark mauve separation, but then just putting a gold line either side. I just used my Posca pen. I just think it just softens it slightly. So I'm now really happy with that. I do think in hindsight, I have probably used too many colours in this painting. It's pretty full on, pretty chaotic, but wow, it was fun. Such a fun pour to do. Really pleased with the result. I'm not sure quite what I'm going to do with it. I will probably sell it, so if anyone's interested, let me know. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to add anything else to it. I think it's finished. It's chaotic, it's busy, but yeah, I'm really pleased with that relatively straight lines. I'm definitely going to go again. I'm thinking of doing, again, 5 panels. I like 5, but with 5 colours. So pick 5 colours, 5 puddles, but the 5 colours I will alternate the way I put them into the cup. So you've got the same colour scheme, but in a different order. So the cups will all look totally different. And if I do one puddle like this, it will be less paint because there was a lot of, I say wasted paint. I did collect the paint and I have actually used it since, but too much paint, far too much paint. So let me know what you think. It was an experiment and I think it's paid off. I'm definitely going to try that again with the tape down the middle because it did work. Yeah, let me know what you think. If you've got any comments, please let me know. Any thoughts, let me know. Great, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.